Welcome to Fable and Fact. Today we're diving into one of the hottest topics on the UFO scene, the Lacerta files, inside the reptilian interview. It all began in 1999, when a Swedish researcher going by the pseudonym Ole K released a startling transcript known today as the Lacerta files. In this document, he claims to have sat down with a reptilian being who identified herself as Lacerta, an entity that lives hidden beneath our feet while occasionally rising to the surface to study humankind. Almost 2 decades later, this interview still fuels debate among UFO enthusiasts, conspiracy theorists, and skeptics alike. If you've read about lizard people, you know the drill. Humanoid reptiles secretly govern Earth, disguise themselves as humans, and manipulate world events. This theory was popularized by David Icke, who alleges that shape-shifting reptilians have infiltrated government and royalty to steer human affairs. Whether you see this as fringe fantasy or a genuine disclosure, the Lacerta files stand out because they're presented as a direct conversation, complete with back-and-forth Q&A rather than a second-hand rumor. According to the published accounts, Ole K's first encounter with Lacerta took place on December 16, 1999, in an unnamed town in southern Sweden. The precise location was never disclosed, but the setting is described as a secluded outcrop near dense forest, chosen to ensure privacy for what was meant to be a confidential dialogue. A year earlier, another Swede, known only as EF, had stumbled upon Lacerta while gathering botanical samples in that same woodland, mistaking her for a human researcher. Over multiple clandestine meetings, Ole K documented Lacerta's revelations. Her race, she explained, is the indigenous Terran species, Earth's true original inhabitants, belonging to a reptilian branch that diverged from dinosaurs roughly 65 million years ago. Through successive waves of genetic upheaval and bioengineering, they evolved into an intelligent, bipedal civilization that now dwells in vast underground caverns lit by artificial suns. During that initial December interview, Lacerta delved into her physiology. A lithe humanoid frame standing between 1.6 and 1.8 meters tall, smooth green-beige skin with brown mottling, large cat-like eyes with slit pupils, and no tail. Though fundamentally reptilian, she possessed mammalian features, most notably the ability to produce milk, acquired during eons of evolution. Perhaps her most astonishing ability, however, was her telepathic camouflage. By projecting a mental overlay, she could appear to human observers as a typical woman, blending seamlessly into crowds. So how much of this is rooted in actual events? In February 2025, the popular podcast Debriefed broke down Lacerta's first session in a deep dive episode, reigniting interest in the files and examining whether any corroborating evidence exists. Meanwhile, the Hush podcast in July 2023 released a condensed audio transcription of the tape recordings, underscoring that these talks are still being analyzed for clues. Not everyone buys Lacerta's story. Mainstream science regards reptilian conspiracy theories as pseudoscience, pointing out the lack of physical proof and the reliance on anecdotal accounts. Skeptics note that no photographs, biological samples, or verifiable witnesses have emerged to substantiate the lore. Yet for many listeners and readers, the Lacerta files remain compelling because they're framed as a first-person, unedited dialogue. The tale doesn't end with that December gathering. A second interview was recorded on April 24, 2000, again in southern Sweden, after Ole K had attracted the attention of unknown parties curious or perturbed by his initial publication. Security lapses, computer glitches, and mysterious surveillance reportedly compelled Lacerta to change venues and proceed more cautiously. That follow-up session expanded on Earth's true history, naming at least 14 alien races interacting with humanity and warning of potential conflicts looming in the next decade. Why has this age-old transcript resurfaced now? It seems every few years, a new podcast, video essay, or blog post rekindles the debate. In late April 2025, a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers released a 2-part breakdown of Lacerta's claims, framing them against modern UFO disclosures and declassified government documents. Social media chatter suggests that believers see Lacerta as vindicated by recent whistleblower testimonies, while critics dismiss it as an elaborate hoax, possibly even a piece of performance art by its anonymous author. Whether you think Lacerta is a real extraterrestrial, an advanced holographic AI projection, or a masterful work of speculative fiction, the Lacerta files endure because they invite us to question our assumptions. They blend myth, science fiction, and clandestine reportage into a narrative that's as much about human belief as it is about reptilian rulers. So what should you make of it? Keep an open mind, but don't swallow everything whole. Cross-reference claims, seek tangible proof, and remember, extraordinary assertions demand extraordinary evidence. If Lacerta's race truly walks among us, or burrows beneath us, the next decade could bring revelations that rewrite our understanding of Earth's past and future. Thanks for joining this exploration into the Lacerta files. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another dive into Fable and Fact.